No heroes. No heroes. No heroes, baby.
Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video here on our YouTube channel No Heroes. My name is Abra, and guys, we are back with an interesting video for today. Top 32 leader breakdown from our offline regional that took place in Utrecht, card convention, Spellen Spectacle, and we just will look into the leaders that I picked up. Some interesting leaders that we will see. First place, second place, top 16, top 32, some deck list. And yeah, we will have some list with some spice in it, I can say that. So before starting with that, I will first tell you the top 32 leaders that we got. So 13 BY Luffys was in the top 32, in the top cut. The event obviously was with 1024 players, so top cut was top 32, and yeah, it was 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and yeah, 13 BY Luffys in it, so the most presented leader is BY Luffy. Then 7 Luccis, not a surprise. 6 starter deck 14 Luffys, yeah, so 26 leaders out of the 32 are black leaders, yeah. That's the meta. We all know black leaders being the best, black being the best color in OP08 for sure. Then we have 2 Bonney, yeah, 2 Bonney, and then 1 Pudding, 1 Zoro, 1 Perona, and surprise, surprise, 1 Red Green Law. Again, but not our friend George. It is someone else, but we will talk about that later. The deck profile is also online. If you want to see that, check out our YouTube channel. There is a top 16, yeah, it is a top 16 Red Green Law deck profile. Also some other deck profiles will come in the future, but Law is already online, so check that one out, yeah. And yeah, that was our top 32 leaders. Let's go now to the first leader, to the deck list, and I can say one thing, it is an interesting leader to see. Let's hop in. But before we have a look into the deck list, go and check out Eggman Events, his website down below. You can build deck list there. You can see the breakdown of some different events, online events, offline events from Europe, from USA, what else. You can see every breakdown there, and also some interesting deck list that he tested live on stream. So go and check out also his social media, his Twitch, his YouTube, because he do his live streams there. He tests some lists, he upload the list. You can see everything there. If you want to test some proxies for OP09, you can also build an OP09 deck and then just copy or just print your proxy decks. So go and use his website for that, and you can also build decks for OP08, 8.5, and you can also, that's what I like the most, do some starting hands testing. So the website draws 5 cards for you. That's very nice to see, so go and check it out. Shout out to you. Let's go to the video. So guys, as you can see, the first leader there, top 32, it is Pudding. The player, Hibiki, was managed to make it to the top 32 with Pudding. And we see a quite interesting list. Some cards that are the first time I see them, but a lot of cards are just basic Pudding cards you need to play. Yeah, like Big Mom, 10 drop, 9 drop, 10 drop Ace, 6 drop Katakuri, of course you need to play him, and Viola obviously also being one of the most important cards for this deck. Yeah, Arman is a surprise, but I think only a searchable 2k there. Will change for OP 8.5 with the 2k Brûlé for sure. And yeah, we got 4 blocker Brûlés. That's interesting to see, but also a strong card, especially when you got it in live, very important. Yeah, and for the consistent ramp, for the consistent Dawn ramp, we got Bonclay being there, also important, also very strong. And yeah, one little notice that I got for you, one tip note, one interesting thing to say is always go first with Pudding, because I see a lot of players are going second because they see cards like Lin, Ace, Bonclay on curve. No, don't do that. Go first, play Pudding Searcher if you have. Second turn, swing with your leader, play Viola, turn on all of your lives. Third turn, swing leader, play Katakuri, ramp it on. Then next turn, just play your 10 drops or 9 drops and you're good to go. That's the gameplay with Pudding. There's no other gameplay. If you go second, then you have to change. That's why cards like Bonney are in it. You can, when you go second, swing leader. Rampadon, go to 5, play Bonney, go to 6. Next turn you go to 8. So everything good. Everything still works, but in general, just go first. That's the right thing. Good deck. Congrats, top 32. Next deck list we have Perona. Yeah, we got a Perona in top 32 top card. What can we say about Perona? Obviously, strong leader ability. I love playing this deck, and I love that leader has 2 effects like Zakatsuki. So you can back in the days with Zakatsuki. Yeah, he's not still with us anymore, but yeah, hopefully he will do a great comeback. But I'm sure he will not. But Perona having 2 effects, one of them being to rest one of your opponent character with a cost of 4 or less, and one is just to give -1 to one of your opponent characters. 2 strong abilities that works really good with a card like Ryuma being one of the most important cards in this deck. Also very strong with You Can Be My Samurai, not the leader ability, but the card in general in this deck, because you have a card like Hiyori and Moria. If Hiyori is in the trash, play out Moria. Play Moria into Hiyori, into Otama, search with Otama, or play with Zoro, give -2. So you play Moria, Hiyori, Zoro, give -2 to a character, then maybe play an Ice Age. So there is a 10 drop that is now only a 3 drop. Then you rest him with your leader ability, use Hiyori's effect to play out Ryoma from your hand and draw a card, and then you get rid of the 10 drop. That's the power of the deck. You can do all of that. You can also play Samurai to rest Hiyori and someone else to draw 2 cards. Then with Hiyori you draw your 3rd card. Wow, strong. So a deck that works really good. Not the best deck that has black in it, yeah, because your Moria turns are not that strong as in Lucci or BY Luffy, but still very good. A lot of value turns there, and that's why Perona. Congrats again. The player was Rutge Uwe, if I say it right. Yeah, congrats. Top 32 with Perona. Yeah, GG. Let's go to the next one. Our good friend Paul, local player. Shout out to you, bro. Again, top card for him. 3rd time now. 2 times with Zoro, 1 time with Red Purple Law. Again, top 32, very strong, Paul. We are proud of you, but you know that. And the list seems like the list that I already saw, because I did a deck profile with him, 1 hour deck profile. If you want to see that, if you want to see an OP08 Zoro deck list, go and check that one out. It was 1 hour because he explained the deck and his matchup very good. And I think the deck list didn't change, to be honest. If you asked, why is there that random one of Radical Beam, I can say you why. It is because it is his lucky charm. Yeah, his lucky charm, Radical Beam, because he won. The first time he got into a top card was with Red Purple Law, and he won an important match because of that card. That's why he said, okay, this card has to be my lucky charm. And I think the top 8 deck profile that I did with him, he also said that it helped him in this event a lot. So Radical Beam as the one-off, but you don't need to play it. Yeah, but for his favor, he wants to play that. The rest seems pretty normal. One-off unblockable Luffy, yeah, it's fine. 2 Diable Jambe, you need to play them. Of course, the main card, Chopper, the Searcher. Your turn, on play and when attacking, look at the top 5 cards, and then play 1 animal card with power 4000 or less. And rested, so half of your deck. You can play this Chopper, you can play Hiking Bear, yeah, you can play Robson, you can play what else? Yeah, the Chopper blocker. So good amount of targets that you have there, and also a strong card is Shut Up and Come With Us. Just a counter event where you can search for the top 5 and play 1 animal card with a cost of 3 or less. It is a counter card, so you can play out this Chopper on your opponent's turn. You will not have that search, but then you can just swing with him next turn, get the value, play him. Or your opponent is attacking, you play the search event, the counter search event. You play Chopper, next attack, you just block it if you have to block it. So very strong. Congrats to Paul, top 32. Again, we are proud of you. Next deck. We have Bonney. Yeah, Bonney also top 32. And this is the first time I see a list like this. So the first interesting thing to see, there's no 8-drop kit there. Yeah, so he decided to play without kit. The player was Clement Tassar, if it's right. No 8-drop kit. That's interesting because I think 80-90% of the Bonney players are playing 8-drop kit. He decided to play Diamante. Yeah, being a blocker that you can search with the baby 5. Also, if you have 2 or more active Don, you can just set him as active, but you also need 1 Don to trigger that effect. I really want to know if this works out. Yeah, okay, I understand. If you have him on the field with Cavendish and maybe Urush, then it works really good. You can also cheat him out with 8-drop Rosinante. So I get it why he decided to play that card, and also he made it to the top card. So it has to be a good list. But still, I want to know, maybe if you see that video, write it down in the comment section. Did this Diamante was good for your Swiss rounds? I really want to know that. At the end of the video, guys, also, we will have a look to the bracket of the matchups of the players. What leaders play against, what players play against each other, and what leaders play against each other. We will see that at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, if you see that, write down, was the Diamante good or not? I really want to know that. The rest seems pretty normal. There's 4 carrots for OP8.5 and OP9. You have to play carrot more than once or twice. You have to play her, in my opinion, 4 times is the right number. Cavendish, you need to play 4 times. Bonney, surprising, also 4 times, yeah. But Bonney is a strong card, so that's fine. Only 3 Hawkins, 4 Hody Jones, 4 Doflamingos, makes sense. Searchable with Baby 5. Yeah, seems like a good list. Works really good for him. Unfortunately, only top 32, but you can still be proud. Yeah, but 2 Bonnies, and both Bonnies only got into top 32. So there was no Bonney into top 16. Also Pudding, it was the only Pudding. Only Zoro, only Perona. Unfortunately for them, they're lost very early in the top cuts in the first round, but still top 32 is a strong performance there. So this was Bonney. Let's go into the next one. Yeah, you see it right. You see it right. Again, we got a red-green law top 16. It is not our friend George. Shout out to you, bro. He did not make it to the top 16. It is a German friend. I forgot your name. Sorry for that. But I know you are German. There's a deck profile also with him already online. Check that one out. His TCG Plus ID was Easy Win in Sim. So funny name for that. And this list looks very interesting. Yeah. We noticed that there is 1 card missing. It is the unblockable Luffy. He decided to not play that Luffy. There's also not 1 9-drop Zoro, but there are 4 1-drop Zoro. The green one, Supernova and Straw Hat. The first important thing, double searchable with Nami and with Bonney. So very good point for that card. Also the attack. When attacking, if you have 3 or more characters in play, this cards get 2000 power. So a 1-drop with 4k power, obviously you will have 3 or more characters because you're playing Red-Green Law. Being double searchable, having that effect, only 1 Don to swing with him 5k, and also a 1 cost. That's the most important part about him. That seems to, in my opinion, that seems to be a very strong card. Back then, George told me that this card was also very good, but he only played him once or twice. Our friend here decided to play him 4 times, and in the deck profile, go and look it, he said his MVP. This was his MVP right now, yeah? So, here you have a bigger look into it. Pretty good card. So, because of you, I want to test this deck again, and I will test that Zoro, yeah? It is from OP07, I guess. Yeah, it is OP07. Very strong. The rest, we have also 4 more pizza events. Yeah, just like Bonney, search top 5 for a Supernova card, other than more pizza. And the rest seems pretty normal, yeah? Double searcher 4 times, Dardan 4 times, Rush Zoro, Nico Robin, because we saw the Red Green Law 2 times on stream. She did a great job, and I think you have to play her. The Red Green Law, if you asked, top 32 match was against Bonney. He won. Then top 16 match, it was a close match, really close match. Top 16, unfortunately for him, he has to play against Lucci, and there was no chance for him. But imagine, guys, Swiss, he faced 4 Luccis, and he beat 3 of them, if I'm not wrong. 4 Lucci, he beat it 3 Lucci. He only lost to 1 Lucci in Swiss. So 4 Lucci, 3 wins. We have to give him credits. Credits. Well played. GG, top 16. Unfortunately, not top 8. But I hope you are still happy with your performance. I think you have to be happy with your performance. And what I know from the chat, that you play law for a long time. You know how to play no, was it you? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think you play law for a long time because it looks like it. Your Lucci opponent, because it was Jan, he played law, I think, a long time. So the chat was like, he know how to play against law. But yeah, you beat 3 Luccis in Swiss. That's so strong. So GG to you. Congrats. Top 16, Red Green Law. Now, top 8. This list is from a random number. His name was some random number, so I say random number. I know you, you know me, but I forgot your name also. Way too many people in the community. I cannot remember all the names. Sorry for that. But congrats. Our Swiss winner, he won with this deck, with starter deck 14 Luffy. The Swiss round, he was 10-0. He finished the game with Rebecca. It was a 7k swing, I think, with Rebecca. It was against Dirk, against Bonney. And yeah, the last attack from Rebecca goes through. Was funny to see. And also an interesting list, because we have the Nico Robin of the starter deck. Yeah, on play when attacking, if you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, give up one of your opponent character -5. Yeah, I think this card is very good in this deck. Yeah, especially with the lead ability. If someone asks what the lead ability is, here you have it. Effect, Don ×1, all of your character gains +1. Very important lead ability there. Why? I can tell you right after we read the rest of the effect. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, this leader gains 1000 power. That means on your opponent's turn, yeah, on your opponent's turn, you have a Jack, you have a Moria, you have a Isho on your field. Then the lead ability triggers and you are a 6k leader, back in the days like Whitebeard, that your opponent has to deal with. So very strong lead ability. And why this deck is so strong is, especially with the heavy meta with BY Luffy, as we saw, the most presented deck in the top cut, Rocket Luffy being one of the best cards in the deck. Against Lucci, if there was no Sabo on the field, you can just play out the Rocket Luffy and KO the Rebecca. You can KO one of your opponent's cost 4 or less. But in this deck, when your leader got 1 Don, Rebecca, Kuzan, Brook. Okay, Brook is a 3 cost, so it doesn't matter for him, but in general, against Lucci, very important to make him as a 4 cost. But Kuzan and Rebecca as the 4 drops in your deck, this is so important to make him her and him 5 drops in the deck, because Rocket Luffy is not enough for that. So very important, very strong. Congrats to you, top 8. I think you are happy with your performance, because I would say, and maybe you can agree with me, top 8 is the goal for every player, for every regional and treasure cup, because there you get your special prizes, the serial number card, it is Shanks right now, also the serial number Rebecca, he got both of them, so top 8 is the goal, in my opinion. But of course you want to win a regional or a big event. So yeah, this is the top 8 list and the Swiss winner list. ST14 Luffy, shout out to you, bro. Now we got 2 more lists to come. It is Arman and Hrvoje's list. Hrvoje, the winner of the regional. He played the final against Arman. It was a crazy final, but 2-0 for Hrvoje. But the last game was so close. The last game was amazing to watch, amazing to commentate, because I was the caster for this event for Bandai, together with my good friend Tej. We did a great job there. Shout out to you if you see that video, and I shout out to everyone in the community. You know, guys, I always want to give you a shout out to the whole community. But yeah, it was a great final. Arman unfortunately lost, a player from noHEROES and Limitless. my opinion, the best German player we have and one of the best players in Europe. Again, final, but unfortunately second time. But well played there against BY Luffy, against Hrvoje being last year's second place in the world tournament. So Hrvoje, one of the best players in the world, but Arman also. What a performance. Win that regional. These two are our last deck lists that we will have. And I can say you one thing. You have to look at both lists, especially to Hrvoje's list, because he is playing some spice, but we're coming to that later. First, let's have a look to Arman's list. Yeah, it is Lucci, second place. And we see some spice again. Yeah, I think Lucci, like BY Luffy, is a deck that changed nearly every week. Myself, I play BY Luffy, and I got so many cards in my deck box when I play locals, not regionals, because you are not allowed to have random cards in your deck box. Very important to notice. But locals, I have so many cards in my deck box, and every local, I'm like, okay, what card should I test now? There's 1 week I play Borsalino instead of Kuzan. 1 week I play Kuzan instead of I don't know. So every week I change some card to test some cards. That's what's also happening with Lucci. Obviously you have to go with the meta. You have to go with some good spice you need to play because of your hardest matchup. That's why we see a one-off Monkey D. Luffy zombie. It's the monster zombie Luffy from OP07. He's very good against BY Luffy, and also he's very good against Nami. Yeah, it's one thing I did forget about to say. Top 32, 0 Namis. Again, 0 Namis. Yeah, 0 Namis in for the top 32. That's surprising to see. Nami being one of the best decks in OP08, still no one who was managed to make it to the top card with her. Interesting to see. But that Luffy is also very strong against Nami. Why? Because you trash up to one of your opponent character with a cost of 2 or less. That's the first attack. This will always happen when you attack. So you can get rid of Kaya's, Margaret's if you reduce it to 2 or less. Or every other card that is important to trash. Not KO, trash. That's very important to know, because against BY Luffy, in a mirror, against ST14, if they play out Sabo, you can still remove him because you trash him, not KO him. Very, very, very important to know. That's why Arman decided to play him as a one-off. And Arman, if you see that, write down in the comment section, was he good for you or not? In the Swiss and in the top card, let us know. But I think he did his job. One card I know that did a good job, it is Isho. Because we saw Arman in the quarterfinal, I think it was. And he played there against BY Luffy. Arman, imagine, guys. He beat it 3 BY... No, was it? Yeah, 3 BY Luffys. No. Was it 3? 2 or 3? I forgot. Sorry for that. That's so strong. That's so strong. Your toughest matchup, he won. It was top 16, top 8. Yeah, top 16, top 8. Because first round, I think he got it a mirror. And semifinal was also a mirror. Yeah, I think it was like that. If not, Arman, correct me. But Isho did a good job against BY Luffy, because every 3 matches he saw him strong. And then also the 6-cost Brook. 2 times in this deck. I said it all the time. Brook is a card you have to play, in my opinion, Lucci. He is so strong. Against Nami, to put back 3 cards from the trash to the deck. Second effect on play. Treasure 4 cost or less. On curve with lead ability, you will 100% get rid of the card that your opponent play. You go second, your opponent was on 5 dons, plays also a 5 drop. You are on 6, swing with leader, -1, play Brook, get rid of it. Very important, so Brook, very good card. The rest seems pretty normal. One of Kaido, we already know, Lucci players starting to play him. Also very strong, because you can trash one of your opponent. 7 cost or less. Trash again, very important. And your opponent needs to discard 1 card, but you also. But this card is good, 1 off. 4 Tempest Cake, 4 Ice Age, seems pretty normal. GG's to you, Arman, second place. Next time, you got this, bro. Next time, you know what event it is coming. It is Bonney Card Game Fest in Utrecht. I'm so hyped for that event. And I know, Arman, you will make it to Japan, I'm sure. Also, shout out to you, Jan Birkenmeier, also a player of our team. From team noHEROES Limitless. And he also made it to the top 16, I guess it was. But we will see it at the bracket, top 16, I think, yeah. Also with Lucci, and nearly played the same list. I saw some counters are different, but in general the deck are nearly the same. So yeah, shout out to you. GG's there. Yeah, second place Arman right here. And now let's go into the winner list that we have. It is Hrvoje that won the second noHEROES event for him. First time was with Red Zoro. I also did a deck profile with him there. And we all know Hrvoje, being one of the best players in Europe, being one of the best players in the world. Second place from Worlds. He's one of 3 people in this world that have that Luffy. Yeah, together with Clyde. And I think Guang was his name. If not, sorry for that. The winner from last year. All 3 got that special Luffy from the Worlds. Hrvoje was the second place. He won our regional with BY Luffy. And now we have to talk about this list, yeah? We have to talk about this list. Let me make my camera smaller. Just have a look at this. Yeah, we see some cards, first time seeing them in BY Luffy. For me, as a caster, on stream. The first card that surprised me, it is Tempest Kick. I know, now you are sitting like, what? Why is he playing Tempest Kick? First, you can draw a card. Always important. There's no way this card is 100% brick. Second, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, give up one of your opponent character -3. We all know how fast your trash grows in BY Luffy. Yeah? So you will have both effects for sure. Maybe not in the early game, but in the late game. Early, if you have it, you want to use it to draw 1 card. Then you get 1 more card in your trash. Very important. And also, this card won Hrvoje one important game in the semi-final in combination with that zombie Luffy. Yeah, because with Tempest Kick he gives Sabo -3. He was a 2 cost, and then with that Luffy he just trashed him. So his opponent know, okay, it is GG, no chance for me. And that was so surprising to see. There was also one situation Hrvoje played out a Sabo. I think he got 4 cards in hand. And he decided to trash 1 2k and 1 1k instead of Tempest Kick as a non-counter and a 1k. Because he know, I got Luffy on the field, he's protected from Sabo, I got Tempest Kick in my hand. If my opponent plays Sabo in the next turn, I know I will get rid of him. And that was the right decision to do. That's why Hrvoje is such a good player, because that won him his semi-final. And I'm pretty sure this combo works really good for his event. That's why he is our winner for that regional. Wow, interesting to see. So let's talk about the zombie Luffy, yeah? Trash up one of your opponent character, and then for every 3 card that you bottom deck that has a cost of 4 or more, you get 1k. Yeah, so you put down 3 4 cost, 1k. 3 8 cost, another 1k. So without investing any dons, you get a free boost for your attack. So important. And then the most important thing, you trash one of your opponent cards with a cost of 2 or less. Also, he's a counter, and now the main reason you can... He makes sense in this deck, being a black and yellow leader. You can just play him out with that Luffy. Yeah? So we saw it all the time, or a lot of times. You have to wait for the right moment to play that Luffy out. You don't want to play him early, you don't want to play him randomly, you want to pick up the perfect moment to play him out. And like Hrvoje did, he decided to play him at the end before going for game. He's playing Maria, brings Sabo Luffy, the little ones. Lead ability brings Zombie Luffy Sabo in the life. Play Luffy, play Sabo, protect him, passes his turn. Still on the board. Luffy was still on the board. Next turn, Tempest Kick, go for game. It was enough. Well played, GG. That's how you have to play with him. That's why he decided to play a card like Luffy. And I think it makes sense. I will test him for sure. So a new card that I will add to my staple of cards that I test every week. And yeah, of course, I will not forget you, Nami. Also a card. Now listen. This card won him his final. This card won him his final. Yeah, there was again one situation. You will see that situation because we will upload the final match on this YouTube channel. So follow us, check it out. Last round, round 2 against Arman final. He got 3 dons left. He decided to swing 9k with Sabo instead of playing another Nami because he already got a Nami that was protected from Sabo. So 2 blockers for sure. He got 7k leader, 1 life, 2 blockers. Arman have to go for game and there was no way to go for game there. So it was GG and he decided to not play out a second Nami on field that is not protected from that Sabo because he got 3 dons left. He decided to swing with 1 Sabo. There was 2 Sabo, 1 Nami. He swung with 1 Sabo and then at the end there was 1 Sabo, 1 Nami and it was still enough. So well played again. That Nami having an interesting effect on play. If you have 6 or less cards in hand and a character with a cost of 8 or more, draw 1 card. And then second effect or first effect, it is a blocker. Also a counter. So that means you can play her out with Maria, trigger the effect if you got 6 or less cards in hand because Maria is your A-drop, then you draw 1 card. Very strong. Also at the end, if you don't have Maria, you have to play safe. You have to play blockers. Hear me out. Just play Nami, play Sabo. You have 2 blockers for sure. Yeah, it also worked with Ivankov, we know. But in the late game, Ivankov is a dead card. Nami draws you a card if you got not that much cards in hand. So very important card. And also, if you go first, you can play her out on 3 dons if you have nothing to play. Why not? So I understand why some players, because it's not the first time I see that Nami in BY Luffy, decided to play that card. Yeah, that was Hrvoje's list. Preem's pretty interesting. The rest is normal. No starter deck Sabo is fine. For Kuzan, you have to play Kuzan. Only 2, 3 brother bound, but that's fine. You need to have space. If you play 4 and 2 Tempest Kick, way too bricky. Play 2-2. Fine with that. Hrvoje and his team, I know, I think it is Christian and Luca. Shout out to you both. This is his training team that tested this deck, the matchup, a lot. That's why he was so confident with this deck. Christian also played BY, and I think Luca played Nami. He was 2nd place in Paris. Yeah, crazy. So yeah, winner list, Hrvoje. Congrats to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone again. Like I said 100 times in this video. Interesting list, and this is the final list. Let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look to the bracket. Yeah, here is our bracket. Top 32 bracket. Shout out to Mo that did the design. Good work there. First time that he did something like this, and very good work there from you. And there you can see the matchups. It is pretty black heavy. Yeah, you see that. After the top 32 matches, only top 16, only black decks. The only deck that was not black was the red green law. So wow. That's the first crazy thing. And yeah, we see here the final. It was Arman against Hrvoje. The semi-final, yeah. Arman plays a mirror match. Hrvoje plays a mirror match. Interesting to see. And if you see someone you know, now you know how his matchup was. So just a quick look for the bracket. Enjoy it. And yeah, congrats again to everyone that was managed to make it to the top 32. Very good job, well played. Also, Arman Hrvoje, top final. And yeah, guys, we are coming to an end for this video. I hope you liked that video. Again, go and check out Eggman events. Link is down in the description because we used his site for the deck list. Very good site. Shout out to you, Eggman. Good job there. It's a very nice site. If you want to build some decks, if you want to have a look to some events, to some breakdowns, go and check out his website. You will find everything there. Also proxy cards for OP09, and he updated deck lists there. Also deck lists that he tests on stream. He also uploaded some deck lists there. So check it out. Don't forget it. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a follow. I hope you liked that video. I hope you like how I talk about the leaders, the breakdown, and everything else. If I talk about too much or if I talk too fast, let me know, because I'm fine with all the critics you have. Just write it down. But if you are happy, leave a like, leave a follow, and see you next time. Goodbye.